Yo, what's up? It's your boy. Welcome back to Chill. I'm doing another reaction. This reaction is a Jubilee video. I watch Jubilee a lot. I've always wanted to react to them. I've seen I'm Dante react to them. I've seen Bozzy HD react to them. I've seen a lot of people react to them. RDC. Has RDC reacted to them? No, RDC has not reacted to them. I don't know what I'm talking about. I've also seen Love Live Serve. That's who I was thinking of. I don't know. Anyways, it's late at night. I wanted to watch this. This video is interracial couples, and if they think alike. I am in a, I was gonna say artificial relationship. I'm not dating Siri, but I am in a interracial relationship. So I wanted to see if any of these correlate with my life. Race, I know a lot of times people like to say race isn't an issue. Race is definitely an issue when it comes to dating. I know this firsthand because I experienced a lot of not issues, but a lot of awkward situations when it comes to race, especially being the only black person at a house. That can be awkward for me sometimes. I know my wife, yes, I'm married. I know my wife also experiences some awkward situations when she's the only white woman in the house. So yeah, so I'm very excited to see this. I really want to see what they say and what their viewpoints are on things, and then also give my input on things as well. So let's hop right into this now.
The freak stuff in the bedroom. If race sprinkles is put into that context, what do we think of that? Like
how would race be put into the bedroom?
Use your imagination.
Huh? What is he talking about? He's about to be like whipping her or something? Oh nah.
Been racist towards my partner. 3, 2, 1, go. Yo,
my wife would be and agree, bro. She hasn't been racist on purpose. I just take it the wrong way sometimes and like mess with her. One day I was like making some like monkey noises and she said I was acting like a monkey. We already know, bruh. You guys already know. You already know the issue with that.
I've definitely been ignorant.
So we were we had an argument.
She said she wrote it down.
I was upset, and I had previously expressed how the stereotype or the stigma on angry black men or angry black women and how that makes me feel. And so we got into an argument. I was an angry black man, but in that moment of anger, he actually called me an angry black man. Which
is like the worst thing.
Made me go crazy because that was like the one thing, and I was like talking to him about. So that was a really bad fight, and it never happened again.
I've never really heard that, like angry black man.
I strongly disagree, but I think as just a white person, I am just inherently ignorant, so I think I'm gonna move to somewhat agree. Dating a black man has completely opened my eyes more than I already thought they were open,
To be fair, you've never said anything that made me feel like, damn, she's racist.
And that's true.
So it used to be my
I agree.
vocabulary where I would say the N-word with the A. I would rap it. I would do just those things.
Yo, bro,
my slang in general.
Is he Asian?
Just tick her off.
He's an Asian or Mexican. They be saying the N-word all the time. No cap. All the time.
I started changing the way I speak. I feel like she should be over here too. She would do Asian accents.
Oh, dang.
Time that I feel like I could be offending Asian people is when I'm mocking you when you're mocking your mother.
Oh, dang.
So I only do the accent when he does it, making fun of his mom. Before that, I never did that, so.
Okay, guys, so we're gonna do something different. This
She
is
said she never did that. We all know she was doing that.
hot takes and assumptions that they make about interracial relationships. They're really hot. Oh. Sex gets steamy since you are interracial.
I don't get
I mean, I think it adds to
what that would add.
feel.
I mean, it's your preference, but
Definitely. I mean, there's not like any weird role play or anything.
exactly.
But yeah, definitely, makes it fun.
I will say, like, when I'm not with you, people will like be like, "Oh, like I know why you're with the black guy," and it's like that's like super disrespectful because it's like that's like definitely like on the line of like fetishizing like
Right.
a race.
There's not many sexual stereotypes about white men. But like walking down the street, especially dating an Asian woman, like I get looks from men all the time, being like, "Oh, like right?" And like people like actually like calling me out while I'm right next to her.
You know, what do they know, bro? I don't know. I don't know. What do they know? What do they know that I don't know?
Even if you love the person, you just fetishizing that person is
feel like it
good at all.
devalues
Yeah,
it.
and you're devaluing the entire community in itself.
I think there's always room for growth, so I can understand if it starts as a fetish and then along, the relationship, they actually fall in love with that person and they realize that, okay, it wasn't okay for me to initially dislike you based off of that.
If it's between two consenting adults, the freak stuff in the bedroom, if race sprinkles it.
Bro, I hear about like this fetishizing thing, like the fetishizing thing a lot. Like, this is just my opinion. You don't have to agree with my opinion, but like, that's your preference. That's what you like. You like a certain type of man because of this. You like this certain type of woman because of this. That's not really like, that's just, you like what you like. That's just me. I don't know. That's just me. I like women because of this, or you like women because of that. I don't think that's really fetishizing. Like, if you like an Asian woman because of this, is that fetishizing? I don't know. And is fetishizing bad? Because it's just, at the end of the day, a preference. You like them because you are preferring them to do that. I don't know. Again, this is interesting topic because like I see that a lot on like TikTok and things like, "Oh, you're fetishizing black men," but like, or like the mixed babies thing is a huge thing. But like, I agree with the mixed babies thing. Like, if you only want to date a certain race because you only want mixed babies, that's messed up. Like that is totally wrong. I totally agree with that being wrong. But if you want to be with a black man because you like black men and that's your preference, that's not bad. I don't see any harm in that.
Is put into that context. What do we think of that? Like, it's just in the bedroom.
I don't know what this dude's talking about at all.
In the bedroom.
How would race be put into the bedroom?
Use your
Exactly. I have no idea what he's
It doesn't
talking
even matter
about.
if you're consenting or not, it's still wrong.
Yeah.
Right? Like you want to say that stuff, you want to do that stuff because of the stereotypes you have of those people, and that doesn't really sit right with me whatsoever.
I have always
Dang, he sounded like he wanted to box him. He was like, that doesn't sit well with me at all. We about to box. Meet me after the show.
At one point in my life, I kind of wanted to have mixed babies with almost every race. That's weird. But I just wanted, I'm real into genetics. I would like to see how my kids will turn out. And every race.
I agree with that. I see that, but like,
people to really be around. I mean, sometimes you connect with one side, sometimes
I agree with that, but I want
For
to
me,
like act
myself,
upon
it's
that.
Actually, a lot. I've accepted myself. I'm black and proud. I love the fact that I have both of these cultures, and I really don't care. I just have to teach my kids that because of your skin tone, you either gain privileges or lose privileges.
Like, I've had people at work, like, will be talking about themselves, and I'll show them a picture of Ivan, and they'll be like, "Oh my god, I totally wanted black babies, like, when I was like..."
That's literally what I was just talking about, bro.
Build-A-Bear, like,
Right.
I was just talking about this.
So,
An actually have an 8-year-old mixed child. It's been very challenging, but I've had to stick it out because I want to be a good father and I care about my kid. So
this isn't Build-A-Bear, this is real life. And
What did he mean he had to stick it out? He was about to dip. He's like, yeah, yo, I can't. I'm out. I'm going to the store.
Where the hell I'm gonna find
It's a
somebody
joke.
to do that
Relax.
and it work out and they're just the perfect wife. I don't believe in that anymore.
It's funny because that was actually something we talked about when we first started dating. That became an insecurity of mine. I was like, so why are we dating? Because I cannot provide absolutely any of that for you. And so I understand, like I said, why he feels that way, why a lot of the Black community feels that way. So I'm just glad that I'm accepted now in our relationship for that.
I sometimes feel like I portrayed my own race. 3,
No.
2, 1.
I'd be in disagree. Strongly disagree. Who I date doesn't affect my race.
I definitely feel like that, man. I feel like
Or it doesn't
where I'm
affect
from,
my family, you know?
I did my people a disservice by playing into that stereotype. And knowing what I stand for now, it's hard for me to feel like I'm going to be taken serious in the future if I ever want to speak on controversial topics. My people won't respect what I say because like it doesn't add up, my views and stuff. And then I'm dating somebody outside of my race behind the scenes. I feel like I lose respect in a way.
Me growing up, like, I was never always seen as Black, whether it was because of how I looked or how I talked or my culture. But then when I get with someone who's not Black, right, they're like, oh, you're betraying us. Oh, like, I get comments literally in my DMs like, oh, Alex, you're not with us no more, right? And I'm like, do you want me or do you not want me, you know? It doesn't bother me if you do.
So I would be in a strongly disagree. I get like their points are valid. I understand like where they're coming from. But I'm not dating because of my race. I'm dating because that's what I like. You're attracted to me or attractive to me. That's why I date you. I like your personality. That's why I'm dating you. I'm not thinking in my head, oh my gosh, what is my race going to think? Like, what are my people going to think? No, I like what I like, and if I like you, I will date you. And if your skin color happens to be a different skin color than my own, that doesn't matter. My family doesn't care. I don't care. Yeah, will I make jokes about it? Yeah, of course. Will my family make jokes about it? Yeah, of course, but they're not going to be angry. Other people, on the other hand, other races, whatever, other families will have a problem with it, might have a problem with it, but what other people think shouldn't affect your relationship. That's my thoughts on it.
Don't want me, and I understand it is what it is, but don't pick and choose and don't nitpick little things, right? If you want me to be part of your community, then accept me for who I am. Don't say that because I'm half, I don't get to participate in certain topics or certain discussions.
Mixed kids have it hard, bro.
Race has its benefits. 3, 2, 1, go.
I guess I feel like the word like linked kind of confused me because I feel like experiencing another person's experience, like what their culture, like the way that they live, is definitely personally beneficial. But I think that like in terms of how
I'd agree.
Because I'm dating a white man,
I'd agree.
find that beneficial. Like I feel like people might have like preconceptions about who I am because I'm an Asian person who's chosen to date a white man. Yeah. I had a question for I guess other.
I agree.
Like, do you ever feel like being with a white person like could shield you from like discrimination, or like that they could like stand up for you in a certain context? Like if you were in like an altercation with the police or something, like would having a white person there like
Yeah.
And that's what I kind of thought.
100. 100%, bro.
It's just like, I don't know, even a customer service experience. I don't know, just random experiences where the person on the other side might judge me based on me being Black, but versus someone else calling, or
Damn, pause the video, bro. 100%. Ordering a hotel, 100% clutch. There's a lot of things, but hotel in general, 100% clutch. Because I remember I called a hotel, told them my name, like, yeah, I'm Jacque. I'm ordering, I just need a room, da, da, da. And they're like, we're booked. But I'll have my wife call the same place. Oh yeah, we're open. How many rooms? What do you need? So I think that definitely helps. But besides just like the race, like that kind of problem, I think it also benefits you because you're enlightened on certain things. Like I can enlighten my wife on like things that are happening in the Black community that she may not have known, and because of that she will be able to enlighten her family who also might not be enlightened on certain areas or certain topics, especially living in Minnesota where we had that huge George Floyd thing and like the Black Lives Matter movement, very heavily prominent in Minnesota. A lot of things went down on Facebook, a lot of crazy things. So just being able to make people aware because of my situation is beneficial. I'm sorry I'm pausing so much.
So they might treat, us individuals differently. So there might be a whole different experience based on just that.
I feel like an outsider with my partner's family. 3.
I was just talking about that.
1, go.
It can be like that sometimes. If you're meeting new family.
Grace. In our lives, especially today, recently, politics plays such a huge part in it.
I was just saying that.
Because you come from a conservative household.
I was just talking about that.
That's different from where I come from. And it does make me a little bit uncomfortable to know that I'm going to be meeting people and have to have close relationships with them, and they don't value what I feel like I value in my life.
He's actually the first
Black man
I have ever dated, and the only person of color within like my family.
I was just saying that.
And so certain members of my family with the same political values as us like had to kind of confide in me like, hey, we support you with whoever you date, like we're here for you. So it was interesting to kind of see the different sides of my family members that I didn't necessarily know.
When I met her father for the first time, we were walking to get food and we saw the Ronald Reagan Museum or something like that. And he's like, oh yeah, I love Ronald Reagan, right? And you can have your own residence, but Ronald Reagan was like, he's like the main reason why Black people are incarcerated. He's not a very good person to Black people. So I was kind of cracking up about that, and it was kind of awkward, and I know you kind of bit your tongue on that as well.
It's hard to not say anything.
But I was thinking about saying something to maybe like be like, oh, I don't know about that, but I didn't want to like argue with you.
Yes, I have the same issue, bro. Yes.
I don't know if I can exactly truly connect with them because of that. He's a very nice person, obviously, and he makes me feel comfortable.
And I agree.
At the same time, I have to recognize who I am as a person.
I would say I somewhat agree because with my partner's family, there's a language barrier. So I guess it's my responsibility now to try to learn the language, but sometimes when we're together, they're talking and I have no idea what's going on. So
yeah,
I think that's a bit of
that can be hard.
An outsider, but other than that, I feel welcome.
I wish we were the same race. 3,
No.
2,
No.
1, go.
Disagree. I disagree.
Also,
I strongly disagree.
That would just be the default easiest way to navigate through life. But definitely, obviously, growth happens when you're in interrelational relationships. But yeah, that's kind of why I chose somewhat agree.
Yeah, I guess it, like you were saying, like I just feel like it would be easier in some aspects, and then for me, just like being mixed race, I have felt very like disconnected from my culture. So I feel like dating someone who was like Chilean or who was Korean would help me. But I also agree, like obviously, if you were white, you wouldn't be like you, and so I don't like
exactly.
The benefits out
exactly.
What I gain. It kind of sounds weird coming out because it's like, what do you guys get out of dating white people? White people,
I think it's interesting that everyone's saying that they feel it's easier because I feel like it will be more difficult me having a Black man and raising a Black family, that it would be more difficult if I was maybe with someone who was white, who could probably have benefits in other ways. I'm grateful for
That's true.
my husband, and
True.
I love being with him. And I think there's a lot of benefits, just culturally.
And you guys, that is officially a wrap.
That was cool, man. That was good. That was good, man.
Also got you some really cute merch.
Oh, nice. Oh, thank you so much.
That was cool. What are they rocking, bro?
I know you don't wear beanies.
Bro, I'll do a beanie. Jubilee, hit me up. Hit me up with some merch, bro. Hit me with some merch. Why is my thing acting like this, bro? It's pissing me off. Fuck, bro. What is going on? I'm done. I'm done. I'm done. Damn. Cool. So yeah, man, that was a cool little video. That was a cool little video. No, but I heavily agree with a lot of the stuff that they were talking about in this video. A lot of the topics that they were talking about, I definitely come across in my life, in my everyday life. Especially going out to like family gatherings and things, I definitely get involved and have some of these situations happen with me. Political problems, political issues, I literally touched up on that before he went into it. I have family members that heavily support like Trump and heavily supported like Blue Lives Matter and stuff like that, and but like won't give Black Lives Matter the time of day because Black Lives Matter is rioting and they're destroying property. But like they don't actually understand that like Black Lives Matter just means Black Lives Matter also, or like Black Lives Matter too. Like it's just they just look at it as only Black Lives Matter. What about everybody's lives matter? All lives matter. And so sometimes like I want to say something but I don't. I hold my tongue a lot, and I feel like I possibly should stop doing that. And I know a lot of the times people sometimes maybe in the comment section will be like, well, you can't hold your tongue, you need to say something. But like it's harder to say things to like your family that you want to be connected to, but you have this divide because you think differently and because you've had different experiences. But I definitely do believe that I should be saying something. It's just very hard for me to do so. But during the Black Lives Matter thing, I did speak out, and I've commented like not all lives matter. I personally do believe not all lives matter. I'm sure you can name off some people's lives that possibly don't matter. Maybe murderers being one. I definitely don't believe that their lives matter. So that's one way that you can combat someone saying that all lives matter, because they don't. And I mean, there's some people that don't believe in the death penalty, but like, I'm sure if you gave them a scenario, they'd be like, yeah, that person's life doesn't matter. So you can use that as a way to combat that. But Blue Lives Matter, I tell people that like it doesn't offend me as long as it's not like a way to just be like black, like to like shun Black lives, or like to like take away from Black Lives Matter and just be like, well, Blue Lives Matter, you know, as like a rebuttal. I don't like it used as a rebuttal. So but yeah, this was a cool video, man. Like it got into some cool things. I don't know what that dude was talking about with like things in the bedroom. I don't know if he's like, what is bro talking about? I was confused. I was confused, bro. I don't even know if I'm gonna upload this because this is pretty serious, and like my video is new, but my video is not new, but my channel is fairly new, and like you guys don't know where I'm coming from on certain things, and I think I should upload it just to get it out there. But like I don't think you guys understand where like I'm coming from on certain things, and like how I mean certain things, because you guys don't really have that like personal connection with me yet. But I think once you have that personal connection with me, and then you come back and look at this video and the things that I'm saying that you might have been upset by, you might come back and reflect and be like, oh yeah, no, Jacque or Jay, whatever you decide to call me, chill. was actually like speaking facts. Like I understand what he's saying now. So this has been your boy Chill. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe, all that stuff. Or don't. It doesn't matter either way. This is just some fun stuff to do, you know. Just me chilling. So peace. I'm out.